Hello everyone, it's Heather the Crafty Writer, back with another crafting video. So I don't have a good idea or a set plan of what I want to do. I know I want to play with some envelopes today. So I've seen a few different tutorials that other people have done with different envelopes, some with little windows, some without, and I've done a couple of things. I've done a couple of things before. I don't think I did any videos on these, but this is one with a window. And I've just decorated it like that, and then this one, it's a couple of envelopes. Like there's one here, and then this is an envelope, and so you can put stuff in there. And these are all envelopes from junk mail, or most of them are. So I figured I'd do some envelope playing around with for today. I've got some blank ones, and then I've got some of these that came from junk mail and stuff like that. So I think I want to play with these first. So there's one envelope that Gayle Agostinelli does where she covers the whole thing and then she folds it in half like this, and it clips to the outside, or it clips to your journal page, and then you have like this little part here as a tuck. So I've been wanting to try that out, so I think that's what I'm going to do today. I've got some tea stain paper. Let's move stuff around, and I got some scrap paper I figured I'd work with. So we might work with some of this stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. Alright. So I think I want to do this, let's see, on the inside. I know you really won't see the inside, so I don't want to put like a super decorative piece in there, but I definitely want it to have something, you know what I mean? So yeah. Okay. So I hope everyone is doing pretty good. If you haven't noticed before, I am doing a collaboration with a few other YouTube artists, and it's called the Winter Fun Collab. And if you haven't watched those videos, please do watch them, because you have a chance to win some cool stuff. Not only from me, but from some of the other artists too. That's not... Probably need to add some more glue now. Let's turn it this way. Maybe that'll help. I think this will probably air before my last Fun Collab video airs, so I can't show you what I've done with that. There we go. That's a bit better, and then we'll just going to fold that, because I know we're going to fold it anyway. There we go. Just going to get my foam folder and smooth everything out a little bit more. Alright. going to cut this out now. I've had quite a few new subscribers that have come from this collaboration. So welcome to all you new subscribers. I'm glad that you're here, and I hope you enjoyed these kind of videos. Okay, I think I got everything down good enough. Okay. So I think the next thing I want to do is let's take care of this part here. Okay. As you can see, my camera is not zooming in, zooming out, and autofocusing to a ridiculous amount like it was before. So hopefully this is better. Let's see, I want something that will cover the whole thing. But I don't want to use my ladies because then they'll be sideways, and I don't want that. I think I'm going to grab something from in here. Let's see. I think I want this. And this is the Doja Square. I've been using this a lot because it's nice and thin. It's like notebook paper thin, which I kind of like. It's kind of needed it to be a little like that. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to trace around, and then I'm going to cut this out, and then I'll figure out this little, I can't see, the little curve thing. So, and cut. So I've been making the mistake of watching some of my other YouTubers that I usually like to watch. I say mistake, but you know, it's not really a mistake. But, you know, now I want to stop what I'm doing with my vintage inspired journal and get started doing other stuff. Which, you know, may not be the worst idea. Oh, you know what? I gotta remember putting it. That's upside down. Oh well. Okay. Remember, we're going to have this like that. Okay, so let's see. How do I want to do this? All right. You know what? Let's fumble and we'll figure it out, right? All right, so it needs to be a snip closer there, and then let's go down to about probably about there. Oh, for crying out loud. I have not been able to get anything up today. Alright. I'll save that piece for something else. It's not perfect, but you know what though? It will do. Okay. Alright. Alright. Let's get our glue. I don't know if you can hear the rumble, but it sounds like either the recycling or the trash is being picked up. Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna and it's okay if there's a little bit of white showing because I'm gonna distress it. Just kind of get the general idea, okay? And we'll distress it before we finish it and everything. Don't quite have enough there. Do we want to split the difference? Let's see. I guess I could use my ladies. I wouldn't really see much of them. I think I'll do that because I really like this paper and it looks really good with both sides. So I'll do that. Turn that way. Alright. Okay. Yeah, so the big topic on YouTube right now is the whole stating whether or not your channel is made for adults or made for children. Like setting an age limit, which I think is a good idea. Mine is definitely geared towards adults, though I think that some children, or some teens, I should say, could do these crafts, but it's more for adults. I have some nieces that could make these journals, and legally they are still considered, you know, still considered minors, and, you know, all that. Okay. Yeah, so you just get a little hint. Just a little hint. Okay. And so it's going to be folded like that. Okay. All right. Alright, so, and then it just tucks in to your page like that. Alright, so we're gonna distress it. Finally got a makeup sponge, better one. The one I had previously was these little wedges, and they fall apart quickly. So, let's see how this does. Hopefully it'll last a bit longer and I can be a bit more rough with it. But yeah, everybody's concerned about it, which, you know, I am too, because, you know, I don't want to be fined. I don't want to be fined. But, you know, unfortunately, some of the terminology that they're using for the criteria is a bit vague, because they had said something about something that's attractive for kids and stuff like that, and, you know, that's a bit vague. You know, we're all willing to comply, or at least most of us crafters, we're more than happy to comply, but it's the, well, what do you consider, you know, attractive for children? You know what I mean? I know what attracts my kid, you know, what she's into, but, and then, like, I have a lot of nieces, and, you know, each of them were, you know, like one of them, you know, she would have been into different things, and that's really white there. You know what? I think I'm going to trim this real quick, because that's a lot of white right there. And I'll re-ink it on both sides. So hopefully it won't, you know, it won't really matter, and it won't really, you know, affect anybody too much. But yeah, that's the big concern and talk these days. I've seen it on a few of my group chats and all of that. So, alright, so there we go. That's pretty much it. And then, you know, you've got tuck spot on that side, and then you've got a tuck spot on that side. So, yeah. Cool. There's one. Let's see. Should we make another one, or should we call it a day? I'm wondering if I could sew around it, because you're not really using this pocket part. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to pause you and come back. Okay, so I just did a little straight stitch all around it. So there you go, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, I think we'll do a little something else. Let's see. Do we want to do that, or do we want to do a couple little cards to go in? I should probably have decided what I wanted to do before we started. I think I'm going to do, let's make a couple of journaling cards to kind of tuck inside. Okay? Alright. Alright, so I grabbed another sheet, and I think the first thing I'm going to do is put some tea stained paper on one side. How big do we want this card to be anyway? Okay, we don't need the whole thing, so let's do like that, and maybe we'll trim a little bit more at the top. And on the side. Alright, let's grab another one real quick, and we'll pretty much make the same size. Yep, that'll be perfect. Okay. All these pages are just folded up book pages from my glue book. and they're just basically folded in half, and we'll sew around them to make them extra sturdy. Okay. All right. But yeah, so I've been watching Gayle Agostinelli and Rachel at Roxy Creations, and they've given me some really great ideas for Christmas presents. So I'm excited to do that. But I gotta be careful about what I film because my sister is subscribed to my channel. And one of the ideas is actually for her. So I'll have to decide whether or not I film that process of what I do for that, or if I film it but I wait until after I exchange my gifts with them before I post it, which is probably what I'll end up doing. Which I'm trying to film ahead because I'll be out of town for Christmas. Let's see, it's the year that we travel up to Virginia to do Christmas with my husband's family. So I know I won't get a chance to film anything while I'm up there. So probably need to film ahead. Okay. Alright. So we got that on there. We'll distress this stuff a bit more. And before we are finished with it. Alright, set the envelope out of the way, and then let's see, I was thinking about putting this on there. So you could put that on there. Ooh, that'll fit completely on one, so definitely we'll use that. And I want to use a little bit of alphabet. Let's see. Got that too. Alright, let's do this. Kind of running out of room here. And it's okay if it doesn't cover the whole thing because we're going to collage some other stuff on it. Alright, so put that there. Set you aside. Okay. Feels like this glue is just about gone. I'll have to get some more glue soon. I got some small glue sticks I can probably use for a little bit at least until I can get some more. There it is. Okay. There we go. Alright, so I think maybe I'll put that at the bottom. And then maybe we'll put some book page. Let's use from the French book. Let's see. And we need something else. Maybe we'll use a butterfly. That sounds like a good idea. Just kind of go with the butterfly that's on there. All right. Alright. Uh-oh. There we go. So, Thanksgiving is coming up. What are everybody's plans for Thanksgiving? I'm having, I think it's just my parents and my sister over for Thanksgiving. But the Sunday before Thanksgiving, I'm going to my brother's house to have Thanksgiving with his family, because they do theirs a little bit early. Because one kid has to go and she usually goes and stays with her biological dad for Thanksgiving. So we try and do it a little early so we can try and have some time. I wasn't able to go last year because my husband had broken his ankle, and we really didn't travel much for the holidays because of that, which was, you know, actually kind of nice. I enjoyed, you know, just being home with the family, just the three of us. Me, my husband, and our daughter. But it also is nice to, you know, be with family for the holidays, that's for sure. Don't know if I want, I think we'll go with butterfly. Kind of like the Tracy Fox ones. Kind of leaning towards the green. So let's do that. We'll get the edges done up, and then I'm going to use a brush to kind of get into all the white spots, because I didn't really fussy cut too deep into there. All right. All right. I'll put a little bit of glue on the back, and then maybe we'll put a label and a word on there, and then we'll call this one done. Put it there. And then I'll go and sew around everything as well. Oh, the hard part is always choosing, you know, making the decision. Like, what do I want? What do I want? Let's see, what does a red look like? But maybe darker red, or do we like maybe a brighter red? Kind of like that. All right, and let's see. We'll go with that. How about that? All right, I think I'll just use a little bit of that to just kind of darken it up just a smidge. Just a smidge. That I think it did pretty okay on cutting it. Need to go grab some more baby wipes. I have my last one out, and I've used it up pretty good, so I probably need to open up a fresh pack. And I think this book might be done. Okay. Okay. And that one is done, as is this. Okay. Alright, so there's that one, and we'll sew around it in just a minute and distress it. Let's make this other one pretty quickly. Try and keep this a little short of a video, if at all possible. Okay. Alright. I think I'm going to use a bit of this on the side. Okay. Okay. But yeah, so I'm going over to my brother's house on Sunday to visit with all of them, which will be nice. I haven't seen them in a really long time. And then I'll have 2 of my 5 nieces of his, or 5 of his girls. He's got 5 girls and a boy. And 2 of them should be coming home with me to spend a night or 2. Be one of them's first time spending the night. She's 6 years old, about to turn 7. So that'll be fun. She's been asking for a while. And my daughter's been begging to have her cousins come over, so it all works out. I'm just gonna trim right there. There we go. And snip. Okay. I think we need something else. I think maybe we'll do music paper, since we did book paper on the last one. Okay. Maybe this time we'll use a flower instead of a butterfly. Okay. I think I want to darken this whole thing up just a little bit. There we go. I think that'll work. Get some flowers, or we'll get mushrooms, and then This one will be pretty much done too. And then we just got to distress the outsides and sew around them. And then we'll have done it. We'll have done it, guys. Alright, so let's see. I think maybe mushrooms should be the ticket. Maybe there, and then we could put the label, the words somewhere down there. Or do I like that. Okay. Okay. We'll go with that. This is Tim Holtz, I do believe. Alright. The only thing is that these, for some reason, are just way too white and bright, you know, which is funny considering Tim Holtz does a lot of distressed stuff. So it's interesting that some of his, I'm pretty sure it's Tim Holtz. I think I'm going to use Fabri-Tac because it is more of a cardstock, and I want to make sure that it stays, because sometimes glue sticks don't work super great on thicker cardstock. Because this is like in between cardstock and chipboard, you know, it's kind of thick. It's not like chipboard thick, you know what I mean? Alright, so I'm going to let that dry for a second, and we're going to get a label. I think I want to stay in the brown family. So let's look for brown one that will fit. I think I like that one. Or like that. I think I like the darker. Okay, and let's do Be Brave. How about that? How about that? Okay. All right. And then we'll do this, and then I'll pause you and I'll go sew, and I'll be right back. Okay, here we go. I've got 2 journaling cards that have been sewn around and distressed. Okay, they go with our envelope that we distressed, and you know what? Let's get a little bit of, you see where the white's poking through a little bit, like here and here? I don't know if you can see that. But what you can do, if that happens, and you don't like it, just take your distress and just kind of rub it in. So yeah, and that helps take care of that. Alright, so here we go. So we can put one in here, and then we'll put one in right here, and then they're both done. And then they just clip on a page in your journal, just like that. You can use a paper clip, or, you know, or you can actually glue it down on that side. So there we go. That's our little thing. Alright, so thank you so much for watching and joining me with this little craft with me time. And I will hopefully see you in my next video. Bye.